I am BSEd-1 and I'm here to tell about something about badminton. First of all, badminton is a racket sports played by either two opposing players or two opposing pairs. The players or pairs take positions on the opposite half of the rectangular court, and that is divided by a net. Unlike the other racket sports, just like tennis, badminton doesn't use ball. Badminton uses a feathered projectile known as the shuttlecock. Since shuttlecock is strongly affected by wind, badminton is always played indoors. So now, I'll be discussing to you how they perform this game, which is the badminton. First of all, the players strike the shuttlecock with the racket so that the shuttlecock passes over the net and into the opponent's half of the court. The rally ends when the shuttlecock touches the ground. In doubles, either a pair may hit the shuttlecock, but only a single stroke is allowed before the shuttlecock passes again into the opponent's court. And now, I'll be telling you on how to earn a score in this kind of game, which is the badminton. Players could be awarded a point if the shuttlecock lands on within the marked boundary of your opponent's court. Also, you can earn a point if your opponent's stroke fails and lands outside the marked boundary. A rally begins the service, in which the serving player must strike the shuttlecock. In doubles, only one player, the receiver, may return the service. Thereafter, either the player may hit the shuttlecock or not. If the server wins the rally, he will continue serving. If he loses the rally, the service will pass to his opponent. It's either the winner will add a point to his score. A match consists of 3 games. To win each game, players must score 21 points. There are 5 events in this sport. First one is the women's singles, second one, men's singles, the third one, women's doubles, the fourth one, men's doubles, and the fifth one is the mixed doubles. Mixed doubles consist of a man and a woman.
Badminton is an ancient and popular game that is being played across the world. In ancient years, a sport was played by people of Greece and Egypt which was similar to badminton that we play today. The game was known as battledore, bat or paddle, and shuttlecock. In that game, 2 players hit the feather-made shuttlecock using small rackets. It's believed that badminton sport was originated in ancient civilizations in Europe and Asia more than 2,000 years ago. In 16th, people used to pass their time by playing battledore and shuttlecock in England and other European countries. It was in mid-19th century a modern badminton was introduced in British India by the British military officers. This was the time when net was introduced to the old battledore game. This game was very famous in the Indian town of Pune. A new name was given to the game, Pune. In the year 1867, the rules of Pune were written. Later, people preferred to use woolen balls in windy or rainy weather and again switched back to shuttlecocks. This sport of Pune was eventually brought back home by the British officers and was played at the Duke of Beaufort's Gloucestershire residence in 1873. This residence was called Badminton House. This is where badminton gets its name from. In 1893, the first badminton association was formed in England. This association worked as a world federation until 1934. 9 founder members of the federation belonged to England, Ireland, Wales, Holland, Denmark, Canada, New Zealand, Scotland, and France. After that, many world events were held, including Uber Cup, Suderman Cup. In 1972, badminton was demonstrated at the Munich Olympics. After that, it became a new Olympic sport played in Barcelona in 1992. At that time, singles and doubles events were introduced in the Olympic Games. In 1996, mixed doubles were introduced and played at the Atlanta Olympic Games. On October 1, 2005, the IBF was relocated at to Kuala Lumpur, and on September 24, 2006, after the extraordinary general meeting in Madrid, IBF decided to change their name to Badminton World Federation or BWF. Recently, a variation of badminton is introduced in Germany which is known as speed badminton or speedminton. This game is played without placing net in the middle. Nowadays, it is become popular across the world. Air Badminton is a new development project designed 2019 to create opportunities for people all ages and ability to play badminton anywhere.
Good day everyone! So today I will be discussing the facilities and equipments of badminton. So first, what are the facilities of badminton? In badminton, there is only one facility, which is the badminton court. The badminton court should be 44 feet long by 22 feet wide if playing doubles, and 44 feet long by 17 feet wide if playing singles. If the facility is indoor, there's need to be enough height for the shuttlecock to be able to float across the net without hitting the ceiling. Next is the equipment. What are the equipments of badminton? There are three equipments of badminton. First is the badminton racket. The badminton racket is one of the most important tools a player has in the game. Badminton rackets are much lighter than most other sports rackets because they are made from materials such as carbon fiber or lighter metals such as aluminum. There are four parts of rackets. First is the head, second is the throat, the shaft, and the handle with a maximum length of 27.77 inches and a width of 9 inches. It is strings that are stretched across the opening of the racket in a checkerboard pattern which acts as the hitting surface. Second equipment is the shuttlecock. The badminton shuttlecock, also referred to as a shuttle or birdie, acts similarly to a ball in other racket sports. However, the design of the birdie creates more drag as it is propelled through the air due to its feather shape. The shuttlecock is made up of a cone shape with a hard cork at its tip. Shuttlecocks can be made from a variety of materials. More expensive models are actually made from feathers, and less expensive models are made from plastic feathers. The shuttle has 16 feathers attached to the base, and the length of the feathers range between 2.44 and 2.75 inches. And the last equipment is a net. A mesh net divides the badminton court into two sides. A badminton net is placed lower than a volleyball net, at 5 feet and 1 inch high on the sides, and 5 feet high in the center. The length may vary depending on whether doubles or singles are playing, with singles reaching 17 feet and double reaching 22 feet. The net is 30 inches wide with a 3-inch white tape doubled over the top.
Good afternoon, teaching everyone. This is the basic rules and regulations of playing badminton. The first one is a game of 2 or 4. So badminton can play single and double. In a single rally, there will be 2 players playing with each other. And with a double rally, you can pair up with your friend and play a game of 4. But the players are a set like sets of cards. So the next one will be left or right. You can randomly choose your side as you wish. This is one of the basic badminton rule which need to be followed for any rally. At the beginning of the game, when the server's scores is even, they are at the right service court. So the next one is where server's score is odd. Choose the left side. Yes, being true with odd and evens, they do the count. So next one is know your weapons. Badminton is played with a string racket and a shuttlecock. The cock is topped with the feathers and have a rubber base. The player should always hit the rubber base and not the feather part. Each player can use a single string racket. For the fourth one, with the serve, the next one is the serve. For the serving, the serve is the basic of any badminton play. Serve is the term used according to the badminton rules to hit the cock during the beginning of each rally. Serve should always be done underarm and below the server's waist. Overarm serve is against the rules of badminton and will be considered at fault. For the fifth one, we begin it by a toss. The basic rule and regulation of any badminton rally, either Olympics or your family plays, that the game always begins with a toss. When playing with a friend, stop fighting for the first serve because you are within the box of the badminton rules. The start is only hosted by a toss. The next first serve depends on who wins the rally. If you win the first rally, the next game begins with you serve. So for the sixth one is the net drop. The net is a vital and villainous equipment in the play. If the shuttlecock hits the net or even touches the net, it is disqualified. The point goes to your opponent. For the seventh rules and regulation, tame your hands and your feet. While play is on, your feet should never touch the white line bordered around you. Your hands are your rackets and touch is a foul play which is beyond the shadow of anything. For the eighth, that's a foul play. According to the basic rules of badminton, if your cock touches the ground or if you hit it twice from the same court, that's considered a foul play. So there's no replay or second chance. If the game of badminton you either lose or win, there's never a chance. For the ninth, don't be bully kid. While playing, you should never back or tempt your opponent while he or she is serving, which may ward off their concentration, venting the opponents or trying to bully them. By any means of unpardonable offensive, being a sportsman, you will obviously never beat the bullying little kid. 10, which is the landing. The shuttlecock, which is either served or hit, should land inside the service court. Any cock which flew away the white boundaries will not be counted, and yes, your opponent will definitely score. For the 11, duck out. In the following rules of badminton are continuously broken by a player, then the referee has the undue right of duck of the players. Point or the players from the game be alert. Your actions will rules of your future. The 12 is 21 step ahead. To win the game of badminton, you must score points which your opponent out of 3 sets of play. You must win 2 to be the talented winner. For the rules and regulation for the singles, the serve, one of the important rules of badminton is about the serve. Should always be done under